Publishing your site from the AACPS Office of Instructional Technology. Once you have your site content completed and have your site looking the way that you want, it's time to publish your site. To publish your site, come up to the top right-hand corner and hit the Publish button. Since this is the first time you're going through these steps, you're going to be prompted to name your site and give it a web address. So in this case, by default, Google will put the web address as the same as the name of my site. So in this case, it says demo site. I'm going to go ahead and add my initials in front of that just to make sure that that's going to be available. If the site address is available to you, you will see this little circle with a check mark beside it. Underneath of that, then you're going to need to decide who is able to view your site. Teachers in AACPS can have this be anyone in AACPS, or if they select Manage, will have the option to make it public. So in this case, I'm going to hit Change, and then I can see where here it says Published Site. It still says AACPS. I'm going to hit my down arrow again, and this time I'm going to choose Public. This means then it would be available to people outside of AACPS. So my parents or anyone that would visit would be able to see, grandparents, things like that. Our AACPS students, if you have them creating a site for any type of project, they are restricted and their sites are only viewable by those with an AACPS account. Once you have set that you want your site to be public, you're going to hit Done. Again, it's going to bring us back to this main thing, publish your site. The last thing that you are going to have to decide is whether or not you want public search engines like Google or Yahoo to be able to find your site. Now, by checking this box, you are saying that you're asking them not to display that. It's not always 100% perfect, but it's certainly one way to keep it more private if you want to do so. Once you've completed that, go ahead and hit Publish. And at this point, you will be told down at the bottom of your screen that your site has been published successfully. To view your site, you can either check the little view down here, or as you can see, that disappears. Anytime I want to see my site from the perspective of a viewer, I can come up here now beside my Publish button, hit the little down arrow, and you'll see that I have the ability to view my published site. So I'm going to select that. And here is my site as it would appear to anyone that would want to come and visit my site. Notice that it did open in a second tab, so I can simply close that when I'm ready to go back. If at any time you want to unpublish your site, you can do so by coming back into the editing screen, selecting the down arrow beside Publish, and select Unpublish. Once you have published your site, it's important to know that anytime you make a change to your site, add content, deleting content, adding a new link, you need to make sure you come up and publish your site again. Otherwise, your viewers will not be able to see those changes that you've made. If you ever need to change who can see your site, simply come up to your Share button. So our little head and shoulders with the plus sign. And then where it says links, you'll see links vary. I'm going to hit change. Here I would be able to change who can see my drafts. These would be my editors who have the rights to add things to my site. And then underneath of that, I will see who is currently able to view my published site. So right now it is set to public. Now I want to change that back to just those within AACPS. So I'm going to hit my down arrow and I can choose AACPS and then hit